What do you think are some good ways that we might be able to spice up our trademark brand here in the coming weeks? I feel like whatever we do, we should try to incorporate a streaming service somehow.
First up into the tank is young entrepreneur David, who's seeking $250,000 in exchange for 15% of his company.
I've got an idea for an all-new streaming service here.
Okay, let me hear it.
This is something never been done before. Here's the problem with Netflix. It's too cheap.
Exactly.
You want to feel like you're getting value for your money.
Exactly. Ooh,
you want to feel like you're getting a premium service.
Have you ever looked through Netflix and be like, oh, there's too much shit to look through here. There's too much stuff. They have too much content.
Okay, yeah. Too much value.
Exactly. Ooh, here's another good one off the bat. Easy to use.
It's too easy to use. It feels like you're being talked down to when you're using Netflix.
Yeah, you feel like a baby.
So what I'm suggesting here, we get rid of the idea of streaming entirely.
Ooh, okay.
Cable,
okay.
No value for
No
this
value.
money, right?
No value.
Now see, here's the kicker. We're going to tell them that they need a specific cable box that only we sell. And so that'll make the customer feel valued, and it'll make them feel like they're part of an exclusive club.
Can we give them like 18 Spanish cooking channels?
Absolutely. 18 at the very least.
At minimum.
We don't want to make this too easy to use, right?
Yeah.
So I'm suggesting we give them like 1,200 channels, and they have to scroll through all of those.
Yeah.
They got to go through all of these to get to the one they want. And the thing is, none of the good ones are close to each other either.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm really liking this.
So that way people value their time watching it more.
I think that we can really try to kill two birds with one stone here. Is what if out of those 1,200 channels, you only actually have access to 200 of them?
Ooh, but you still got to scroll through all of them though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that.
I think that when you know how when you log into these low-level garbage tier streaming services like Netflix and Hulu, they greet you by your first name? Ick. Let's assign them a 5-digit number.
Now, we're going to need some real killer new programs to go on here. I'm picturing a program where we take Macaulay Culkin. So he's gonna be in this. That's really as far as I've gotten.
Okay, let me jump in here. The concept is that, have you ever seen this TV show called House Flippers? And I think that what we can really do is, instead of they're flipping houses, what happens is Macaulay Culkin goes into all of these houses, and these are like would-be families who are preparing to go on vacation or to go out of town for extended amount of time. They call Macaulay Culkin in to kind of burglar-proof their house, and so he does little things like throwing little micro machines down on the ground, making doorknobs a little hot, or pouring ice on the ground. He has this amazing one where he throws 50-pound paint cans at people and kills them because their noses have been shoved up their skull. Let's see.
I think that we should definitely kind of have some celebrity tenants.
We want to make sure that we don't go too big on the celebrities. We need to make sure that these are C-list celebrities. That way they'll only do the shows for like maybe $2,000. I'm receiving a phone call from a Hollywood agent here. Hang on, just 1 second. I think this might be good for us. Hello. You're serious? You're kidding? We landed him? David, I've just been informed of great news. We've secured David Spade.
And we didn't even ask him. He just kind of called us.
He just kind of called us. And I'm receiving a text from the same agent, and David Cross has signed on as well.
David Cross and David Spade, you say?
And David Spade. And let me quietly Google more celebrities named David.
Here's my pitch. There was a house involved in the last show, so that kind of got me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's the David house. What we do is we get every single celebrity named David, C-list or lower, of course, and we put them all in one house. So I'm thinking there's at least 50 Davids in this one house.
About 50. And I think I've already figured out the antagonist of the show. We need to make sure that this house is built on top of David Bowie's grave. He's haunting the David house.
So David Bowie's like the old curmudgeon.
Exactly.
Kinda comes up through the floorboards and he's like, you Davids always ruining my grave site. It's a god-awful small. We'll need to get the rights to use David Bowie's dead body.
And his songs.
We'll need to be able to use his corpse.
And we're currently in the works to try to secure the rights to a Starman in use for our intro song.
Yes, but Starman, that's going to kind of eat up a lot of the budget.
Yeah.
So Starman's actually going to be the only song. David Cross and David Spade are definitely going to have to get together. We can kind of throw in David Beckham and kind of make it a love triangle on later seasons. I'm thinking that'll be around season 27 or so.
All right.
I wouldn't go any earlier than that.
Could we also throw in just like a little X factor in it? What if we get? Can we bring David Tennant in somehow as kind of like like an ex-boyfriend of one of them? And I've already lined up David Fincher to direct the show.
Fincher?
Yes.
David Fincher?
Nope. There's only one N in it. Yep, David Fincher.
No, this is actually his comically evil twin, David Fincher, who actually has a mustache that he twirls.
He has a twirly mustache and a very tiny hat that he wears.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like the villain from Meet the Robinsons.
I think that we could kind of create a cinematic universe of Davids. In the David cinematic universe, Dave Chappelle is essentially their god.
Mm-hmm. He's their Iron Man. He's the leader of the Avengers. Since we have Dave Grohl on the registered cast, can we just call them the Foo Fighters?
All those who are not David
are Foos.
Are Foos. Dave Grohl is like the military commander.
Mm-hmm.
The final battle of all the Davids and the not Davids going to war with each other causes an explosion that rattles the universe. You know what that was?
Big Bang.
It was the Big Bang. Turns out the whole time, the David cinematic universe was real. And we went back in time billions of years to before the Big Bang and made a documentary of the whole thing.
Man, think of that value. For the small price of $249.99 a month, you can watch this David Cinematic Universe unfold. What we need to do is we need to invest a lot in Nintendo stock, and then we need to make the only working version of Cabel be available for the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color.
Yes, of course. Requires the Game Boy camera, too.